Here you go, boss lady.
She looks like she needs a bath.
Look at her. She been hitting that mud spot hard.
She looks like she needs a bath.
Woo-woo.
Peachy? Liv?
She don't need no bath.
She gonna take care of herself?
Yeah, that's skin conditioner right there.
Peachy.
They out here munching on grass this morning. They're leading their way to that feed barrel. Tuck, tuck.
Come here, Chore. Where have you been snoozing? She's slow to wake up, isn't she?
She is slow to wake up.
Come on, baby, let's go feed. Let's go feed all these chores.
Oh, Tucker. We gotta get in here. This zucchini and squash is growing faster than we can pick it. We gotta get in here and pick some. Maybe do some roasted squash. That's our favorite way to eat squash now. It's so good. What's up, Tucky, Tucky, Tucky? Oh, gracious, it's so loud. What's up, girls?
It almost looks like they were waiting on us.
Yeah, I believe they were waiting on us.
The other day, Bo came and got one. See if she'll take one.
Here you go, Bo.
Here, baby.
Come on, Bobo. Come on, Bobo. There you go.
Girl. All right. A lot of people have been asking what it is that we put on the top of the goat feed. And it's just goat minerals. A lot of people give them free choice. We just sprinkle a little bit on the top of their feed, and that ensures.
That's just how we've been doing it and never had any issues.
All right, you want to see if you can't distract Joe?
I will distract JoJo. Maybe we can get Tucker to distract Joe.
Oh, you think, Tucker? You gonna distract Joe while we?
Tucker said you about made me fall.
That's all right. Look at this. Can you see the?
Oh, is she dusty?
Yeah, she's a little.
Maybe you ought to bathe her. Look out there, you quackers.
All right,
JoJo. JoJo, here you go.
It worked. He said, I want my food.
I want my food, man. Y'all gonna get your animal cracker this morning. There you go. What's up, buddy?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Oh, that's what's going on.
Oh, I see. Well, I appreciate you showing me that this morning. Yeah, I really do. Wow.
See how beautiful I am?
You are beautiful, buddy. Look at that.
I heard him bright and early this morning down here calling.
I will say this about male peacocks if people don't know. If y'all think roosters are loud and crow a lot, you ain't on a peacock, because Scott is 24/7 and just randomly just calls out to the women.
And we can't hear any other critters in our house.
Yeah.
But you can hear him.
You can hear Scott.
He said that's the way it's supposed to be.
Gotta make sure they know he's out here.
Hey, I wanted to mention while we were down here that we now have a small hat in stock for women. We also offer it in a large fit, but this is the small. It fits me perfect. However, if you're got a little more brains than me and your head's a little larger, then you might want to go with the large size. We have those as well.
Right.
So check it out on the website.
Also, the purple ponytail hats are going to be in stock hopefully next week sometime.
It'll be updated on the website when we have them. When they're available, they're put on the website.
That'll work.
Let's go see about Nugget.
You gonna let Nug out?
I think so. Where are you, Nugget?
I see some legs.
I see him peeking.
What's up, Nug? Nuggy. Hey, buddy.
He's camouflage.
He is camouflage. It's big old muscadine.
Hey, buddy.
There he is.
Moving kind of slow this morning.
I am.
He seems just getting stretched out.
Needs a cup of coffee. This is, it's kind of where he goes first now. Used to he'd come, he'd run and run all over yonder and stuff, but now he comes straight over here.
But it never fails. He's gonna go over there and check Scott out.
Scott, and he goes and sees Thomas.
He's gonna see Scott before he finishes his rounds. Look at that duck.
Just pooped on the treehouse. Is Ozella still up there?
There you go.
I said
I'm going to check you out, Scott.
All right, he's gonna go see his buddy Scott. And there he goes. Oh, every morning. Every morning. The sheriff and his deputy, Scott. What you and the deputy doing this morning, huh? Y'all setting up roadblocks? How many tickets y'all issue every day is what I want to know. Y'all doing roadblocks daily. Well, I bet Peaches is proud of y'all too. All that income y'all got coming in. Give me a high five this morning. All right. There is Venus the hookbill. Now, can you tell the difference between Venus and the rest of the ducks? Look at that bill. That is crazy. Look at the normal duck bill and then how Venus just starts hooking down. What's really crazy is when they're born, it's not that distinct. It's not that hooked. But as they get older, as you can see, it starts hooking. You're a pretty duck though, Venus.
So this is one of my silky coops, and I'm going to show you the colors. So some of them I hadn't named yet because they're younger. Like this one. This one's a gray. Gray usual silky. This is Beach. She is a silver birchin, which is not necessarily a color yet. So in other words, she's mottled or black. So you can see her feathers are different than this one's, which means she's going to be a sizzle, which is a mixture of a Cochin frizzle and a silky. This is Amarillo, and she is a regular black silky. This is a showgirl. She's a blue showgirl, a really pretty one actually. That is a paint showgirl. You can see his pretty black and white coloring. The ones with the white and the black spots are paint, and the ones with the black with white spots are mottled. Over here is the girls that like to stay in all three nesting boxes. This is June. She's a buff. The one in the back's Brainy. She's a buff. And then this is Deli, and she's a silver partridge. This is what I call an apricot, one behind her over there. And that's Sassy. He's a really weird color. He's like a blue and white, and he's a sizzle. Hey, Yeti, my little silver partridge. Yeah, she's pretty bearded. So here's a partridge, or some people call it brown. Silkies are really known for their big blue ears. You can see on tweets if she would move her head back behind the block. See those ears? Then here's Bobby. Bobby's a splash that I got from a non-silky breeder, Bobby Porto. Azul, back there, who I thought was a little hen, was just crowing a minute ago.
My main man, ACDC. What's going on, Back in Black? You doing all right? You ladies look wonderful. Yes, sir. What's up, girls? Oh, y'all hard at it this morning, I see. Go on up there, girl. Go on, claim your spot. There you go. There you go. Take care of your business. Look at you. All curly and all. What's going on in the nursery? Make sure y'all are good. Yes, water looks good. Looks like Mama got your feed already. There's that apricot color one. I really like that one. Good deal. What's up, Ruby? You doing all right? Where's your PIT in crime, I don't know where she is. All right. ACDC, I'm gonna get your feed topped off there, buddy. All right, almost done with the chores. When we get through with the chores, wait a minute. Let's stop and take a moment to look at the hydrangeas. All right, now back to doing chores. When we get through with this, we're gonna run over. We gotta meet a gentleman over at the new farm, the Cog Hill 40, to see about us getting a pond built. We think we got the perfect spot for a pond. We don't know anything about ponds. We don't know anything about pond building. Just don't know. Just don't know anything, honestly. So we're hoping he's gonna give us some insight, maybe the cost, what's got to be done. We're hoping this is the perfect spot, but we'll find all that out later on here after we get done with things that need to be done here. What's up, Cantaloupe? Cantaloupe's an old man. I don't know how old he is for a goose, but he is fairly old. Corny! All right there, Rhonda. Scoot your tail. Good morning, goat. What's up, girl? Is that Wilhelmina behind you? I think that's the mosaic. Yeah, that's the mosaic hen. I can't remember her name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I don't want to get in trouble by the chicken name police. We already got enough police out here already with Nugget and his deputy Scott. Got the boss lady Peaches. All right, let's see what else needs to be done. Before we head over to the new farm, I want to pick some squash so we can have some squash tonight. We have been just strictly roasting our squash, and we absolutely love it. It's so good. We're even doing our okra like that. We've been roasting our okra basically the same way. Also, while we're in here and we're gonna have a couple of days of dry weather, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest the garlic. Whoo! You can see we got some huge cloves right there. Looks really, really good. I mean, look at that. Isn't that awesome? All right, so just like my onions, I'm gonna let this garlic sit out here for a few days, dry out, and then we're gonna hang it up under the barn, let it cure for a couple of weeks, and it'll be ready to put up. Now, what Mrs. Cog Hill likes to do is she puts it in a brown paper sack in our pantry, and it lasts a good long time, and we use it for probably at least a year. We use a lot of garlic, but that's how we store ours. Ain't that right, Nuggo? Yep. All right, we got us some squash and some zucchini. Head on to the 40. All right, so we are out here on the 40. I'm gonna go check on the pigs. Oh, let me get the pool. Get the new pool for them. Is it Bob White?
Uh-huh.
We've heard several quail out here, ain't we?
Yeah.
What's up, Lolo? Hmm?
He's over there.
What's up, buddy?
He's under the pool.
You up under the pool? Boogity boogity.
What's this?
See the pigs? What do you think about that, buddy?
This blue thing.
Bigger, ain't
What
they?
is it? They grown a lot.
They have grown a good bit. They've grown a good bit. Fill it all the way to the top. Y'all get on in it.
Nose under.
They are rooting, scooting. You know, and I may have said it in the last video, I don't know. I'm not quite for sure if they'll be able to root this whole acre up.
I don't think so. I really don't.
But it's okay. We'll get what we can. What do you think, Lo? All right, so the pond guy just pulled up. We're fixing to walk over there and go talk to him and see what all he's got to say. Fingers crossed we got some good news. All right, so he just left and gave us some information that we didn't know. We don't know anything about ponds, absolutely nothing. Zero when it comes to ponds. And pretty much he said that gotta have water. And so he says there's underground springs throughout this area and they just vein off like veins. And which I didn't know. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Did you
either.
know it?
I didn't know that either. So he's going to take his excavator and come down here in the bottom where we're going looking to do the pond and dig down 4 foot and see if he hits water.
He said 4 to 5 foot, and if water's there, it's gonna be close to the top. You know, I always thought you had to dig deep to get water. Well, if it's an underground spring, it's gonna be there.
Right.
And you don't have to dig deep to find it.
And he actually said you can pass it. You can go too far and pass the underground spring. Other good news is directly across from us, almost in a straight line, is another pond that somebody built. And so he said that was a good sign too.
And also back behind us on this side, somebody dug and hit water and made like a wallow for their cows.
Yeah. So they got another little pond over there. So all that sounds very, very, very promising.
Next step.
Well, yeah, next step is, so in a couple of weeks, when he gets caught up, or if we get some rain, which they're forecasting us some rain coming up pretty soon, rain will slow him down from what he's normally doing because he does a lot of stuff for the power company and does a lot of big stuff. So this would be just a little side job. And plus he lives, right down the road from here, that he'll just come over here and dig it and call us and let us know. That's the next step. Plus I want to show you guys exactly where we're talking about putting the pond in relation where we're wanting to build the house. All right, this is it right here. This is where the guy just mulched out everything for us, all out through here. And of course,
it was so thick in here before you couldn't walk, much less. Well, you could see the terrain went down, but you couldn't see the potential for a pond.
This was all privet, undergrowth, couldn't see any of it. To give y'all, where we are, relation to where we are, there's the tree, that big oak tree right there where MaryCarl's got her swing that we stay and play at all the time. If you come all the way across here, this is where the old home site was, and that is our camper. So what we're thinking about is putting Brooke's mom right here, and she would be overlooking the pond. And we're thinking about building our house right in there where you see the bush hog, that area, overlooking the pond. That's what we're wanting to do.
But basically, he said all that would have to be done is, if he hits water, is we'll build a dam on this backside.
Yep.
And the height of that dam will determine how deep the pond is.
Yeah.
And we can go high if we want to, but it's going to cost more. Or we can go, just to where it's just a pond, just a shallow pond. And
he said when he digs the pond out, if there's a certain type of clay that's here, then that will save us money because he can use that for the base of the dam. I can't remember what it was called, something I've never heard of.
Something I've never heard of either.
Yeah.
And I saw on our podcast where several people had said, was it such and such clay? He didn't mention the word clay in that.
He
said
whatever it was.
whatever that word was.
And then he came back and said it was a type of clay.
So if he doesn't hit that clay,
We got to bring
and we hit water,
Yeah.
there is a pit not too far from here that he could haul from.
Right.
However, you know, you're getting into more expense that way. Number one, fingers crossed he hits water.
Yes.
And then number two, fingers crossed there's that kind of clay already here so we
Right.
don't have to haul any in. Those two variables come about, then
Yeah.
MaryCarl, what would you think?
Me and my ducks would be very happy.
What about
You
your
would.
geese?
Yeah, them too.
I even told you if we got a good looking pond here, we might get some swans.
Might get a pair of swans. We're looking into the future.
Yeah. And this would be a pretty nice sized pond.
It would.
Does this mean I can get more ducks?
And I think it's going to be a beautiful, open, sunny spot.
I agree. And I don't know anything about stocking ponds, but I would love to come out here off a pier and throw the little pole hook in the water and catch some brim. Or
Well, Michael Key wants you to put some bass in it. So.
I know I might have to get Michael to help me with that. I wonder if Michael, we can put a boat landing where he can get his bass boat in here.
I bet so. But
Yeah.
this is the whole determining factor in the house placement.
Right. Yeah. This is big on where we turn the house and exactly how we set the house.
I bet you would let me get some hoop wheels for the pond.
You reckon?
Yeah.
She's already told me that they make these little floating duck houses.
Yeah.
They sell them already pre-made.
Really?
And she said they're on Amazon. However, I haven't looked yet, but obviously she has. And she wants her ducks to be put up in that at night.
Well, I haven't said anything because I just don't know. I wonder how hard it would be to put a little island in the middle of it.
Well, MaryCarl and I read a comment that somebody had suggested putting an island. It was actually an email. Suggested putting an island in the middle. And I told her I didn't think that was possible because I thought the water would wash it away. But I guess if it's built out of that clay,
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere.
it's not going to go
Yeah.
anywhere.
So I'm guessing probably the end of next week, we may know something
I'm hoping. I really am hoping.
with the rain coming in.
I'm just glad that we had the mulcher come in because had he not, we never would have known this.
Yeah. No,
And
we
then
don't know
a
that.
lot of people were saying, if you've got a spring, why don't you just dig it there? The spring is way back there.
Yeah, it's way,
it's-
way back there.
It's really wooded, and it's not in an area that I think we would frequent. So for her ducks and geese and waterfowl to be down there where it was not very populated wouldn't be a good idea either.
I agree.
So MaryCarl, what do you want?
I want a pond over here with an island in it
Uh-huh.
so my ducks won't be got.
Sounds like a plan. Or your swans.
Yeah, with my swans.
How about your Arlo?
Or my geese.
How about it, Arlo?
Arlo said he loves it out here.
We getting your hair cut, buddy.
We're getting your hair cut tomorrow. I will say this. I have been coming out here quite frequently this week by myself, except I've had me a buddy, and he has been so good. I mean, look at him just sitting here. He could run off anywhere he wanted to.
He's very well mannered.
And look at he's just
He's
sitting
even
there.
well mannered with the pigs.
He is well mannered with the pigs.
You know, I would think that he would be
Yeah.
barking and running at them and such, and he's not.
He just stares at them.
He's doing very, very good.
All right, so
A perfect little farm dog.
everybody, high five on hope to hit water.
Hope to hit water.
That's right.
Hope to hit water.
We'll let y'all know as soon as we know something.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking now?
What? You're thinking now that we're gonna go home and cook that squash that you picked this morning?
We're gonna go home, cook that squash we picked this morning, and probably what else can we have? Oh, some potatoes.
Potatoes. Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Who's
gonna
gonna
have
love
some
the
potatoes.
pond?
Who's gonna love the pond?
Nugget.
Oh
Nugget.
my gracious! I didn't even think about
What
the
if Nugget
nug.
gets on that island and he
Hey.
doesn't want to come off?
What y'all think about peaches?
Ooh-wee.
Y'all reckon peaches may get her little toes wet in it?
Maybe.
So we're gonna go home and fix dinner and talk about our pond some more, right?
Dream a little bit.
Dream a little.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't
dreaming.
nothing wrong with dreaming. Don't cost a dime.
Don't cost a penny. Does it, Arlo? Arlo, you want some roasted squash and some potatoes we got from the garden?
Arlo, what do you think, man?
I'm ready for the pond.
Okay, let's go. All right, so this is a zucchini, and we do it the same way we do squash, and that is just cut it about. I'm gonna cut the peeling off first, just because MaryCarl won't eat that part. 1/4 of an inch thick and then lay them on your baking sheet. We like to mix it up. We'll do a zucchini and a squash, a yellow squash, and then a patty pan squash.
They're all good.
They're all good.
And all can be done this way.
That's right. And you really can't tell a whole lot of difference in the flavor.
You really can't.
Once you get them cooked.
It's so much healthier than fried.
And it's good.
It's really good. This is only the way we cook it now.
We don't have any leftovers.
We trying to stay away from fried food, but I'm telling you, when them green tomatoes get ready,
Oh, you're gonna have a
we're gonna
fried.
have some fried green tomatoes.
So I have this nifty little spray bottle. My mom bought it for me. And I just spritz. You gotta get it going the right direction. Just spritz the top of the squash. And then generously salt and pepper. And we cook it on 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's brown to your liking.
All right, here we go. There it is in all its glory. It's so good, I'm telling y'all, so good. Hey, if you've not seen our podcast channel where we sit around, tell stories, laugh, have a good time, go in depth of what's happening here on the farm and in our life, go check that out right over here. And our shirts and merchandise, that link's right down below me. And as always, y'all be good.